Hello everyone, this is Brian and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas You Only Live Once Hardcore Edition, the game where we never ever heal. And you know, today we are gonna assume the position. We have taken 98 points of damage over the last two episodes, and that is extra not good. I mean, we've basically blown through, you know, about over a fifth, or about a fifth, exactly a fifth, a little over a fifth of our entire lifetime allocation hit points right in the last two episodes. So that's bad. And so today we are going to try to get our people into position. We have one last area to clear, Puesta del Sol South. And so we are going to get ourselves all equipped up, because this is another one of those areas where as soon as you go in, the ghost people are kind of right there with you. But once we've cleared this area, we'll be able to take all three of our companions, get them to their spots, and go up to the bell tower for some serious Gala Event awesomeness. Get a little MedX'd on there. Because I'm just expecting there to be guys. Well, I'm hidden. That's good news. Rad Roach. Well, that's... There we go. Alright, one down. Who was he? A harvester. Okay, so I didn't even see what kind of guy he was. Believe me, there's more than just him in here. It's interesting that they're not right here. Coming right, oh, caution. Okay, now they're gonna get all. There's somebody up on the roof. Okay, we are in danger. Go ahead and take this one psycho thing. And a true police stories. Why not have more critical hits, right? Figure if I get one critical hit with well, I did get a critical hit. I guess my torso doesn't. Whoa! That we have got. Okay, so that was some seeker just came out of the woodwork. All right, so I took the true police stories to increase my critical hit chance. So if I hit him in a leg or an arm, I would get a free kill by piercing his suit. That hasn't really worked out here, but we have somehow escaped. Like, I didn't even see that seeker. I guess he came out that door. Whoa, whoops. We have somehow escaped damage, he says, quickly fleeing as the danger button flashes. Another seeker. Ooh, that is so not acceptable. Critical hit. Still getting our mileage out of true police stories there. Still haven't got him down. Jumping everywhere. He didn't really come for us like the other guy. I don't know where that other guy was that suddenly threw that thing at me. All right, what do we got down there? There was a caution. Maybe I'm just in, you know, Rad Roach caution. Oh, nope, totally not. There are a lot of guys at the beginning of this level. Okay, got a hit on him, but that wasn't very useful. What we got here? Paste that guy together for some quick field repairs. Been working. Get in and put some bullets on him, and then get back in before his throwing knife spear comes. It's been quite a firefight with these guys. Try this pistol. Let's see if it has a little more punching power. really. Oh, 3 police stories were off. It probably would do more damage if I could just stand there and empty the, there we go, empty the case into him, but having to jump back in between every knife spear was probably not the thing. Alright. Now this way over here, I happen to know. So it's a cloud-filled square here, but up at the top, in that little lighted section, there's like a little statue, and disguised in that statue is an unshielded radio. Where is it? There we go. So right at the bottom, just want to shoot that thing. Little white dot. There we go. Wow, got it on the first little pistol pop. So now, when I go up on that side later, I'm not going to have horrible radio collar beeping going on, which is good. I like to avoid horrible radio collar beeping whenever possible. Okay, so now we have cleared out many. I feel like it was, what, 5, 6 ghost people? Does seem quiet. Nobody. It's always when you stop going into caution all the time, it definitely gives you more of a sense of confidence that everybody's gone. Alright, so that way to the right goes down into a cloud-filled square. I don't want to go that way. But this way leads to a little. This is sort of. I mean, this is ultimately a little dead end here, but it's got good exploring to be done. And we have dealt with the rad road. So normally, if I came in here right about when I got in here, my collar would start beeping, which would be a real pain in the neck. I'd be trying to kind of figure out if I could run past it safely or if I would get dead. But once I learned where to shoot that thing out. Alright, let us hack the old terminal here. These long words. There we go. So we can activate this hologram. I think I've already cleared that square. So there's a hologram now, a friendly hologram in that cloud-filled square. In theory, I could have tried to sneak in here and get this thing turned on at the beginning. But practically speaking, I think that would only be, you could do that with a stealth boy or something, but you saw how those guys just were coming right at me. I just don't think I could have gotten much use out of the hologram, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good over here. We can just take the stuff we found. These funny little drinking areas. Lounging out in the sun. Get a lot of good brain microfusion cells. Now, see, coming down, that's the cloud-filled square down there, and we passed the statue, and there's some stuff down here, and you can get to it if you come this way without having to go through any cloud. That's the bottom floor. Nothing else. Okay. So really, there's no reason you have to come this way. It's just a fun little side area, and so we did it. But now we are heading. So down that way that I just turned away from is the main road to the rest of Quest del Sol North, but there is this ruined cafe that we can go in, and this is This is the door that was just left of when I entered this whole area. Like right where I was having that whole battle, this was to my left. So you could kind of, I guess I could dodge in here, and I don't think the ghost people would follow me. And I could have a whole, you know, could have had an operation of trying to get on their flanks or do something like that. Meanwhile, we've got little things to pick, coinage to pick up, and a hologram vendor to talk to. So what you got, Mr. Hologram Vendor? Do the trading, excellent. Work our way up here. See, I think it's safe in this building. We now have various doors up on this top floor that will take us out onto the rooftop balcony things. I guess the balconies more than the rooftops. Okay, let's see. Another room. I'm just very completionist, like to get all the stuff. Really a lot of, you know, epic loot in here, but one of the great things about this DLC is how it really makes you get back to the basics, and you really care about cooking one caravan lunch and getting just a few chips, and you have to go into it thinking every single little item is valuable, which I really like that as a you know, harking back to being a low-level character thing in a cool game like this. All right, so this is going to get me out on the balcony. And, okay, so this side. All right, so along here, see, I think we're just sneaking back around. Drain microfusion cells are always good. All right, so now we're up on top of the building that was near what I called the cloud-filled square. And the key thing that we want up here is, well, two key things. One is all these unbelievable number of microfusion cells, which is going to help us stay supplied with max charge cells. But it also has a key hologram rifle mod that we can now build. So that's that door. So we're still in the safe area here. We can just sneak back in. Okay. Now if we go out this door, we are going to be in the live area, where down below there are some bad guys. But here, now for the first time, I think I have a chance. Where is he? He's right there. Could just shoot him. Alright, he's dead. Because why not? It's a good thing about max charge. But okay. Oh, danger. Alright, so now we're going to do the thing. Go in here, and activate this terminal, and this terminal turns on hologram. Then we're going to hide. We're going to hide. We're going to go down here. So this lower room was a store, or, you know, quote unquote was a store, but its door is blocked. And so we're just hiding in here where the ghost people can't get us. And notice one just died, and you hear the strange sounds of, you know, blaster fire coming from outside. That is the hologram vendor executing the rest of the ghost people in the square. It sounds like it's gotten quiet now. So I wouldn't necessarily have even had to shoot that one ghost people I did. I just decided that the odds fit it. But there was an example where turning on a hologram actually gets rid of ghost people, and so if any more show up, I don't think there are any more to show up there, we will have that useful ally. What do we got? Oh, we've got the telltale yellow of drained microfusion cells, and now we're out on this rooftop. Okay, but if I go over here, so I want to... So there's another cloud-filled square coming, and through it is the way to the place that Dean likes to go, and I'd like to get to it over the rooftops here. I think I can do that. Alright, here we have one of these little blockers in my way. I want to get to that roof over there, but I think I can just walk around. Oh, so close. So close. So there's the cloud-filled square. That's a different cloud-filled square. That big door takes us back to Puesta del Sol North. Just did that to unlock the door from the other side, so that if I ever want to come in from the other side, I can do so. I'm going to try it again from up there, but there is this room. Forgot about this. This little vending machine store. We're going to do our stuff and build our hologram mods. Only one of each type of mod. Put that bad boy in. We have better focus optics. Then I think there's just some nice general loot in here. Plenty of cash registers. Anything else that we are gonna need? I don't know. Alright, so yeah, little store I forgot about, but plenty of good crud. And of course you can't come into this store through the door, you have to go through the hole in the wall. You gotta stock up on machine gun ammo a little bit. Good enough for now. Get everything weapon kitted up to full repair. Alright, and now the goal is to get back up on top of the building. Try again to get to Dean's place. in cafe door. Go up to the roof. Alright, so here we are. We're going to try again. Okay, that time it worked. So now we're on the rooftop, and there's various holes in the wall, and this one leads to where I want to go. Random desk, and security station. Okay, we can activate another hologram. So we got 2 holograms activated, which is actually going to be important when we talk to Dean up here later. We got to go bring Dean here.
You're at the Ghoul's Gala area. Now make him stay.
So here is where Dean goes for his Gala positions. Just gonna loot the rest of this building. I guess I could have brought Dean in here. There's one of the hologram. I think that's the one I just turned on. Now here's one I can. Let's see. Oh, right. I can't jump to that, but. Gotta be some way. I feel like there's a way. Oh, just walk across. Right, I was up a level too high. Walk across here. Dean protects us from toxic clouds. Get our looting done. Alright, now we can come. And over here, there is the door to a ruined store. And this store has some various, you know, there's nothing wrong with some loot. Another little sort of underground seeming store that we can get. And some decent loot in here. But then back up here, the key thing is this other door. There's another door. And it leads back to Puesta del Sol North on the upper floor. And it brings us back to the very entrance of Puesta del Sol North. So if I jump down from here in this tree, I can almost immediately be back in the villa. Which won't stop me from checking out this little room. But I believe we have fully cleared the ghost people from not only the villa and all the districts, but from Puesta del Sol North and South, and even the whole area leading to the bell tower. So what it is time to do is start putting people in their positions. So here comes Dean, and we are just gonna run him straight back into our spot. This time we'll just, now that I remember the way, we're just going to run straight in that door. So that would have been a way to get in, is just run straight in the door with him protecting me. And we run him up to his spot, and then he will activate his conversation with me, because each of these guys...
So, this is where I'm supposed to put on the show.
This is where you're supposed to put on the show. It turns out none of the companions are completely ecstatic about having their little roles here. Dean feels like, well, hey, as soon as I do this, there's gonna be a lot of ghost people. So he only... So I can either trick him into doing it, or I can...
Take? It's not... The ghost people will come out of the woodwork when the Gala event starts blaring.
So I can either lie, and I wouldn't leave him here, but I would leave him here.
No, you want to know why? Because there's
but then he'd feel betrayed by me later.
Anything out of the
or I can switch on the 2 holograms.
You powered the holograms up.
And he's like, okay, well, maybe you're pretty cool, and maybe that's going to be fine.
Sure. But how do I know the power won't suddenly go out and...
I guess I need to pass one of these checks. It's very important with Dean never to do a barter check, or he will feel betrayed after that.
All right.
So we'll just do the repair one.
But listen, when this...
There we go. So he's okay with us. now we have run back to the fountain, and here is our old buddy Christine. She also goes in Puesta del Sol. And this brings us to another little area that we haven't completely completed, which is the rest of the mighty switching station. So we just go in here and go around, and here we are in the switching station. Now, we did the first part earlier in that we, shot the cameras and like the TikTok guys. There are 3 of them here. Not cameras, radios. And now we're going to get to that part. Here's the part where we normally would have, before we had jumped over here, but we've turned off the gas. We've turned off the cloud in this area so we can just safely walk across the floor. There's traps, but who cares? And back up these stairs to the next bay. Oh, but over here, so here is a cool little area. Yeah, so now there's Christine's power. She gives me a little bit of extra time with the radio, but only a little bit of extra time. And so what I'm gonna do, over there's a radio. I'm gonna use some of this implant GRX. So it increases the amount of effective time. So I want to come over here, and there is, yes, this grenade bouquet. And the reason I'm even bothering with a trap is because right there, so you rush in here because you're desperate to turn the speakers off, and you run over this tripwire. And I didn't set the tripwire off, but see, there's that little evil paint gun. And see, if you happen to kick the paint gun, it does that, as I've sort of demonstrated, and then the grenade bouquet falls, and then it's really, really sad. So that is why I wanted to take the grenade bouquet down first. You can do it without, using a turbo or an implant GRX, but it's a much bigger panic. It's already kind of a panic, just because I have lost a Permadeath character there before. Lost the whole character. Alright, so there's where we turn the gas off. Alright, so here's the next one, and I think it's a red speaker off to our left. A red speaker being a shielded speaker that we can't shoot or turn off. And I think we just run, get away. So that's the scary thing you sometimes have to do with radios and speakers. So here's a Chinese Army training manual in case our sneak wasn't already 100. We can come up here, another chance to not notice that there's a hole in the floor. Jump. There's that thing. Okay. Let's go turn the terminal off. Let's turn more speakers off. Get all the lore. We are in favor of lore. And this is the door back to across from where we came. So we could have run around all that way. Maybe that would have worked. But I felt like it was safer to do it the way I did it. So now I think our way forward is over here to the left. This is the one part where there's not holes in the entire walkway. And we can come over here. Keeping in mind, this was the one that had the turret in it, too, that I shot the turret earlier, I think. Okay, so it mentions that old man Ennis has the locker key. There is his key. He might have already gotten his desk done. We'll see. And here is the key place. And yes, so suddenly Christine says, "Oh no, this is a scary place." Or rather, see, if we go in that elevator, you can go down on that elevator, and I like how right behind her you can see this elevator has an up and a down button, unlike almost every elevator you've ever been in Fallout. She does not want to go stand in a scary room. So fortunately, we have arranged to make this special terminal available so she can do it by remote. So we just have to activate this because we got the password from old man Ennis's locker, I think is what we did. And now she, well, you have to quote unquote get her here. We just have to talk to her. Yes, we can do the bypass from here. Everything will be okay. Nice hat also. Alright, so she's going to be okay with us. Because again, I want to save all these companions as a little side challenge to myself. And so I have to make them not... See, I can basically say, hey, let's go for a ride in the elevator. No, really, it'll be okay. And then I can abandon her there. But then she'll never trust me again when I need her to trust me in order to save her. So, up the elevator, we find the quick shortcut way out of Puesta del Sol, or at least the semi-shortcut way, because we can just jump down here off this tree and go past all the places, go through our little foreordained shortcut, and we are back in the villa. So, through the fountain again, and now our final companion, Dog.
Mean to Dog.
Or
Make
God.
Dog sleep.
Make Dog sleep. We need to get you to the Gala Event. All right, and Dog, of course, is...
The lights.
is persnickety about it. Think of the lights, the pretty lights. Okay, well, I guess we've got to get him in our party. Now, Dog lives in Salida del Sol, or his little spot is in Salida del Sol. But we've already cleared out Salida del Sol. We are just in a big fat assume the positions kind of episode. So now we're going to run to Salida del Sol, stop off at everyone's favorite workbench, and convert our energy cells to microfusion cells, and recycle our microfusion cells such that we have drained ones. Now we got a bunch of microfusion cells. And let's make recycle energy cells. Why not? Not enough to make another microfusion. Yeah, we got 285 microfusion cells, so I think we can afford to make another supply of max fusion cells. It takes 5 max fusion cell, or 5 regular ones to make a max charge, but now we've got a bunch. Or does it make 5? Take 5 to make 2. Maybe that's how it works. Okay. So now, into the Salida del Sol. And remember, he's kind of off to the right. Back in this. Go through the long tunnel. And there's the scary place. And there's the switches that only Dog is strong enough to pull.
Dog not want to be here.
And I think there might be
like a cage for Dog.
There's like no way to talk Dog himself into, as far as I can tell, triggering the switches. Like I've tried all these irritating bang my way through this conversation, all the different things. I got orders for you, do whatever, Dog will wait. He says if Dog was fed, it might be okay, but as far as I can tell, the only way you can do this is actually to turn him into God. So, I think it'd be fun to do it without ever betraying Dog, but you do apparently have to kind of, as far as I can tell, the only way to do this quest is to go to your little MISC thing and play him the Dog command tape.
Dog, back in the cage.
And then he turns into God.
So here we are, a row of switches.
So now I can talk God into doing the switches.
You can lead me to water.
But he's going to have to be fed, or he's going to have to keep Dog in the cage by being fed some ghost people.
Got locked.
And so he is going to, well, first we have to talk him into doing this, but he's going to send me out to hunt some ghost people to bring him some ghost people snacks.
This...
Trying to
You're
just
right.
make sure I don't
No, I can help
piss him
you.
off too much.
We just need to make sure
there
the
we go.
dog
Needs to be
doesn't
fair.
surface before that happens. Dog has torn apart. Find some of the inhabitants. They're not easy.
Okay.
2 chunks of meat.
So we are going to go get chunks of meat. And it turns out they spawn 2 ghost harvesters just for the purpose of this quest. In fact, I'm not even sure that if there were still other ghost harvesters left that I'd even be allowed to use them, but at this point, any ghost harvester we see is fair game. They're still in he must be getting cautioned based on other dead ghost people we've already killed. So we're just going to have to go really careful like and see. I'm following my quest arrow here. He might be in the square around the corner. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get doesn't look like I'm going to get a sneak attack critical. Because it doesn't go into hidden very much. Oh, oh, oh. Ghost Harvester, there he is. Get him. Shoot. Here he comes. He's going to see me in a minute. Yes, he sees me. Alright, what do we hit? Leg. Boom. Oh, yeah. Thought he was going down from, being crippled in the leg, but I think we're going to try to cripple him in the leg. There we go. Alright, that's one. Get to pick up the Ghost Harvester steak. Alright, and wherever the other guy is, he is not being all caution-y, and that is good. There was probably a body somewhere where that guy was walking around that he kept seeing. So let's see if we can figure out where this guy is. Free cloud residue. There he is. He should take one nice... Yes! Alright. That is our second Ghost Harvester stake accounted for. There are no more ghost people anywhere in any of the places. Fully cleared out. So there is Dog/God.
Can't believe you better have brought enough meat.
Return to dog, but it's God.
You're good at fetching. This should keep him
now
where
he's happy. See, otherwise we could say, wait here and
that's where you'll trigger the Gala
slam
event.
the door shut on him.
I'm sure you'll find a way to climb up there.
That would be the way that he didn't trust us. So now we have to go to the bell tower. Gotta trigger the Gala event. So we are going to assume our position. And actually, it shouldn't be hard because there's no new guys. So we'll do some nice whatevering. Let's buy some demolition charges, because what's going to happen is when I set the Gala event off, there's going to be a lot of bad guys. There turns out to be another guy here. Who knew? I took his head clean off. I had no idea there was a third guy over here. Wonder when he came. I think I'm gonna be a little more cautious going forward. Not just run through here. I was sure I had absolutely cleared this place. There's another one. So maybe these guys spawned at some... Oh, that's right. Their guys spawn when you get the third... When you spawn... When you... when I got all 3 people in position, and so when he says to me, now go trigger the Gala event, it adds these 2 guys right at this end of Salida del Sol. And the funny thing is, it doesn't add anybody in this other end of Salida del Sol. It probably assumes you haven't been here yet. And so that there's guys already here. Now I think we're good. I am gonna remain in sneak, however. And I am just going all through here. But what I was saying, when we trigger the Gala event, there's suddenly going to be a whole lot of bad guys. They are going to respawn here. And so this is the time to plant things like, to plant some booby traps for them at places that we think they are going to come. And I'm going to put like this gas bomb here, and then maybe some mines next to it so they can eat gas bombs and demolition charges. Now, a demolition charge basically is a frag mine for all practical purposes. See, I can make these now because I've been collecting all sorts of good crud. Okay, and here's where the paths come together, and so everything goes up those stairs. There's probably going to be somebody in this. In this little square when we come back. We have 2 gas bombs. How about that? I haven't figured out a good place to use the plastic explosives yet again, but what we're going to do is just put some nice big pile of death for somebody. Alright, and here's the house where you can go up 2 stories to the top. Or you can come around this way. And where's the next good trap location? Gas bombs. Now I think this little ramp is one of the places they like to be. Because they like to get up there. Should I do it at the bottom of the ramp or halfway up the ramp? Let's move this guy out of the way so he doesn't accidentally trigger something for us. I'm actually thinking of putting him here. Inventory faffing here, just getting all the right traps laid. Because, see, there's going to be ghost people all throughout here respawning, and so I want to make a variety of traps so that different ones can all step on some mines. And this is a little choke point, isn't it? Or should I go down here? I don't want to do things where I might run into the guy. You know, if I'm thinking how my sight lines are going to be in the way back, I don't want to run into the guy right when he crosses my own mine and get blown up, hoisted by my own petard, as the saying goes. Okay. Those stairs lead up to the Campanas del Sol. There's going to be some guys that come walking down from here somewhere. Dynamite I can't use. nice big trap location. Just thinking about how I want to try to get 2 guys in it or 1 guy, because I think there's 2 guys that spawn there in a little pair. You can tell I've played this DLC way too many times. And I can remember where individual stupid ghost people spawn. And there's definitely a passel of guys that end up out in this courtyard. You can actually kind of see them from the top of the bell tower, but the angle is a little bit dicey as far as actually hitting anybody. These guys are nice. Give them a bunch of mines. Very last gas bomb. Suddenly occurs to me, I don't even know why ghost people take damage from gas bombs, given that their whole story is that they're in these weird suits. But hey, we can't ask too many questions, can we? Round through the scary mausoleums. To the bunk bedroom. Enough of these for like 1 more trap. So that's not even the way up. There's going to be at least 1 guy kind of nearby. Where shall I put him? Guess maybe down here in the square. I just want him far enough away that I'm not gonna accidentally be involved with them. I mean, I won't set them off, but I want to come around the wrong corner at the wrong moment. We'll just read that book, get it out of our inventory. Can't do us any good anymore. Alright, so let's look at what we have wrought. Thinking about buying a few more, making a few more demolition mines. Just making sure he didn't have his gas bomb still on him. Trip back to Mr. Vending Machine. Let's get 5 more. Got a little more, a few more demolition charges, like 8 more, and 5 more plugs of machine gun ammo. So now we can have a few more nice big traps. Just adding one on to the trap I had already laid there, just to make these maybe have a little more bite to them. That was the wrong way. Or down we go through the basement, heading up to our final spot. You know, planting the traps is, I find, one of the most fun parts of this whole thing. If you don't play Fallout using mines, then you're missing a lot of the fun. It's trying to figure out how to set some good traps up. And we'll have, this will be our little trap of last resort here. This might be a good place. It's kind of a choke point. So anybody, because I might decide to provoke some guys from the top of the tower and just, you know, come in after me. This gives them a place to be, get in trouble. This with a little more heft. Try to actually see if we can kill one of these guys. Alright, and so, with 229 of 455 possible hit points, which I'm happy to say we did not lower this time, we find ourselves ready to activate the Gala event, and we'll see you next time for the exciting Gala event when you only live once.